Hello and welcome to You, and You. I'm your budget boss, and today we got something special to talk about. We're going to talk about not being broke believers. Yes, not being broke believers. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the budget. It's in the Bible, it's in the scriptures. We have something that we can go off of that says, you should have a budget. You should have a budget. Yes, it is. And I was like, oh, wow, that is what that's talking about. So I'm going to share with you today so we can chat about it and get some clarity and understand that we should be doing our budget so that we can be accountable for our funds and our income in our household. So I'm going to pull the scripture so it's all the way straight out the book. And we're going to talk about it. So let me get it. And we're going to be in Luke 14 and 28 through 30. Okay? I'm going to read it to us. Luke 14, 28 through 30. For who of you wishing to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid the foundation and is unable to finish it, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was unable to finish. And that was Luke 28 through 30. Okay, so where's the budget in here, right? So we're talking about building something, right? We all trying to build something with our families, with our house, with our dreams, our plans for our future. So we building something. And then it says to sit down. So you gotta have it. You gotta pull up a chair and sit down so that you can focus in and do what? Count the cost. Okay, so what will cost be today? All those expenses that we have to pay, all of our utilities, our rent, our mortgage, our car note, our insurance, school supplies, you name it. That's the cost. And then whether he has enough to complete it. Now that word is italicized, so it's not really there, but enough will be income, what you bringing in, how much you getting into your household every single month, every week, every 2 weeks. Do you have enough to cover the cost for what you're trying to build? And the only way to know if you have enough to cover the cost for what you're trying to build is to sit down and count. Write it down. Make a budget. Now he goes on to say, this man gonna get mocked. People gonna make fun of him because he don't know how to count so he can finish building what he said he was gonna build. So we're not going to go there with that part, but we want to focus in on the counting of the costs, the sitting down, the making the plan, and making sure we have enough for what we are trying to do. And that takes budgeting. Right there, straight out the Bible, out the scriptures, it tells us to make a budget so that we know what we're doing, we know what we have, we know where we're going, we know where we're coming from, and we can be confident and what we're trying to get done. Do you have a budget? Have you sat down and count the cost to ensure that you have enough? I know this might be a little touchy-feely, but it's truth, it's real, it's right there. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I thought it would be very, very good to just show that we're not just doing something and just saying, oh, you need to do this just because. It is something that is necessary and for our benefit. So, do you have a budget? Have you sat down? Have you counted the cost? All right, that's what I have for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and join our community of money masters and budget bosses, and say it with me now. I'm a budget boss. I'm a budget boss. See you later.